Shalom, shalom. Ma shalom chem. How are you doing? Back again, Nubian King with another goodie. You know I'll be bringing it, right? And go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I got 645 subscribers. I need you to subscribe because I got to get over 1,000 subscribers, right? Okay, now that you subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to the Nubian King channel because you know Big Unc gonna be laying it out to you. Big Uncle Nubian King. Sound like an uncle talking, you know. Also hit the like button. That's the technician. He repairing the crane. My crane got a major system fault. This is a Liebherr, the Liebherr crane. It is the world's most advanced crane.
איפה מדבירים שלך? פה?
סעד שני, כן. צריך מפתח, המפתח למעלה. This crane, the Liebherr, it's the easiest way to describe this type crane is the Rolls Royce of crane. And it has one of the most sophisticated computing system sensors in it. And currently the computer system has a fault and the technician had to come out and repair it. All right, did you hit the subscribe button? You hit the like button, and did you hit the notification bell? Do that for me now. I need you. I know you haven't subscribed, and you should. But anyway, Big Unc Nubian gonna talk to you. Listen, I know it's a lot of videos out with sisters talking bad about brothers. We talked about that day before yesterday. Yesterday I put a video out requesting the sisters with these good relationships to get out there and speak loud. Don't just let these bad comments go out about us brothers. And you know there's a lot of good brothers in the world all over the place. So y'all got to step up now. The right, good, strong people, y'all got to be strong now in your righteousness. If you got a good brother, you got to post up, man. You know, y'all got to come on, man. Give us something. Now. Here's what I want to talk to you about. These other countries that I've lived in. And the reason why I want to open up and talk to you about these other countries I've lived in is because what I'm seeing and hearing on the internet is basically from people, mainly sisters, that never been there. You know, obviously you never been because you have nothing but bad things to say. Now let me share something with you all about dealing with these women in other countries. Now this is something I never do. Tell you about my personal relationship. I dated a Filipino girl for 5 years. Her name is Pearl. Okay? Pearl and I, 5 years. I flew her here to Israel. She stayed with me for a while. Yada, yada, yada. Still thought. Now let me give you some details on what they do. People that don't know. Brothers that don't know. I don't know if they're in the brothers that's sharing details about their relationship with these girls from other countries. It may be some brothers talking about what they do. It may not. But consider yourself blessed because you about to hear something from Nubian King. When I was dating Pearl for 5 years. When she came here to Israel to stay with me, every single day I got up to go to work, she put my shoes on. That means every day she was here, I never put my shoes on. She oiled my feet and I only use shea butter. She shea buttered my feet up real good, put my socks on and boots. Now, let me explain to you exactly how we did it. When we first started out, I would get up, lay back on the bed, and she would put the boots on, and both feet was on the right side of her, but getting over there to the right foot was a little bit cumbersome. So I thought about it. I said, you know what? No, let's do this different. So I said, stand up, baby. So I backed up, screwed up on the bed, opened my legs. She sat down, and my right foot now was on her right side, and the left foot was on the left side, which means she could get to it a lot easier. I only used shea butter, so she shea buttered me up. Then she used shea butter. When I taught her about it, she used shea butter. And she had flawless skin. She had no broken veins, stretch marks, scratches, scars, boops, or abrasions. This perfect, flawless skin. She wasn't white, she wasn't yellow, but she had this real beautiful brown-like complexion. All right, so she put the boots on, get up, wash her hands off. Then she go in the kitchen, get the lunch ready. and whatnot. And then, I come out the room dressed, ready to rock and roll. She'll meet me in the living room, kiss me up, hug me up. We hug right there, boo boo, and say whatever we got to say, and then send me off to work. And as I'm walking out the door, she be real fresh. She slapped me on the backside back there. I was like, girl, what you doing? She laughed. She said, hurry home, baby. I'm like, man, I leave out the house, big old smile on my face. Now, that's the way to leave the house. I get back to the house, and, of course, during the day, we call back and forth. She called me. She said, honey, I miss you. How you doing? I said, I'm doing good. I just can't wait to get back home to you. So I go back home, get to the house. I walk in, and I call Pearl, and I don't hear no answer. And, I got a decent-sized condo, Pearl. So I'm walking down the hall. Pearl, she don't answer. I check. I got 3 bedrooms, right? So the master suite, I go in there. I'm like, Pearl, and I'm looking, and you can see the water from every room in my house. So I'm standing there looking out at the water thinking, where this girl done went to? And I'm kind of concerned because she don't speak Hebrew, right? And next thing you know, I turn around, she right there, scared of freaking, man, bumps on my skin. I'm like, where was you at? She said, I was hiding behind the door. And I just started laughing. I said, yeah, your little butt can get behind that door, right? So we started laughing, And then, dinner was already ready. She could cook this tomato and onion thing with the rice. Her rice be absolutely restaurant perfect every time. I had to teach me how to cook this rice, And so I jump in the shower up real good, and she'd come in the shower with me, shower me up, soap me up, rub me up, everything, whatever, rinse off, come out, she towel, dry me down, and the rest you leave to your imagination. Then afterward, she bring the food, we're sitting there, eat together, and then, watch a movie, whatever, go and get some rest. Then she had no problem with public affection. Short, man, please. Woo, Pearl, we go places, man. She wanted the world to know this is her man. She told me before she got here, she told me that she be in the mall and she see these Filipino girls, not Filipino. Filipino is for man. Filipina is for female. When you talk about females out the Philippines, it's Filipina. Okay, and so you automatically know you're talking about a woman. If you say Filipino, you automatically know you're talking about a man. All right, so she said she would see all the Filipino girls in the mall with the black men. And she said they look so happy, they look so at peace, and she said she just wanted that. Because black men, she just thought that they was the most loving, kind, compassionate, sincere, honest, thoughtful, helpful, loving men, because all of her friends that dated black men, that's all they had to say. She said she had several friends that are married and dating black men, and they all is nuts about their husband. Okay? And she said, look, for a long time, all she wanted was her black man. And she said she was wondering, is there something wrong with her? And then she found me. Yes, we met on the internet. I'm not ashamed to say that. The internet got good and bad people here, just like the city you in, just like the shopping mall you in, just like the job you on. It's good and bad people everywhere. Don't make the internet seem like it's the only horror show that human beings float around on. People be just, bad people be everywhere. Internet, your house. Hell, you got some family members you don't like messing with because they some bad folks. So don't sit up here and say, oh man, the internet just got bad people. Hell, your job got bad people, jokers out there you don't like. So yes, I met on the internet and we chatted back and forth, yada, 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 still whatever. Did that for about 2 years. Then finally, and the coast is clear, I felt good, she felt good, boom, put her on the plane, she came here, and the rest, woo, history. Now, dated this sister in Africa, her name is Linda, out of Ghana. Me and Linda, I'll go to Ghana, and see, now y'all talking about these women, all they want is your money. What the hell, y'all, black women and white, first of all, what the hell modern American women asking for in America? They want you to have 6 figures. What the hell is you saying? You got to have some money. But then they turn around and talk about the sisters in Africa like they just some doggone gold diggers. And you knuckleheads in America is asking for the same damn thing. He got to have 6 figures. He got to have a nice car. He got to have a nice house. He got to have nice clothes. You want 10 inches, 12 inches pecker to do you all night. But then when the sisters in Africa is looking for the same thing, a man to improve their life, that's a problem. What the hell you think that you asking the man in America to do? You ain't trying to get with no broke dude. So stop saying that as if the African women, the only women in the world trying to run some game. In America, 75% of the divorces are instigated by the woman. 75%. So what are you saying? Stop talking about these other women when y'all guilty of the same daggone thing. And then compounded with the fact not all women are the same. That's why when I was talking with this sister from Trinidad, brother gonna tell me, oh boy, bro, you gotta be careful because you know what they say about them girls from Trinidad. I'm like, no, what they say about the girl from Trinidad? They call them Trinidadian. Trinidadian? Man, please. You know, you can't sit up here and be so daggone stupid to think that every single person fit those bad descriptions. It ain't like that because you got good people and bad people everywhere. That's why I understood what Trump was saying. He just, y'all don't understand how he said it. He says good people and bad people on both sides. That's exactly what he meant. You're not going to tell me anything about anybody that's going to tell me to shut down and don't deal with them. I got to experience that myself. Because whatever bad thing you went through with the person don't mean I'm going to go through that. You may have been a knucklehead and don't nobody tell on themselves. They always going to point the finger at other people. So I'm dating this sister, Linda, from Ghana, right? Linda from Ghana. Now, let me tell you how it goes. See, these are details y'all don't know about. You just out here hollering and screaming about these women. You don't know a daggone thing what you're talking about. Linda from Ghana. Let me show you how this goes. Now, you got to be sensible. Women all over the world is running game. And not every woman all over the world is running game. You got good women that's not running game, that's sincere looking for a man, and you got bad women that's running game, trying to get over on a man. So let's make that clear. America, Russia, China, India, Africa, Israel, Indonesia, Latvia, Estonia, Canada, Venezuela, good and bad all over the world. Let's get that straight. Now, I'm in Ghana. And every woman want her life to be improved by the man she get with. Okay, can we agree on that? Yes. Ain't no woman trying to get with no broke dudes gonna pull them down. So in Ghana, when I was there, living there, everywhere I went and opened my mouth and started speaking, they could hear that American English. And what did they feel? That this brother could do something to improve their life. That's just standard. You know what I'm saying? Hell, that's everywhere. Y'all, ain't y'all sisters out there in America hollering for a dude with some money, paper, can do something for you? Yes. So what's the problem when the sisters in other countries want the same thing? Why they gotta be such, bad women? They want the same thing you want, a better life. So anyway, I open my mouth and they can honestly hear, oh, this brother from America, maybe he can improve my life. So they friendly, hey, shalom, woo-woo, and you know this. But see now, here's the thing with me. I try to be smart in everything I do. I don't be smart all the time. Most of the time, the majority of the time. So anyway, I got a sister there, indigenous Ghanaian sister. Her name is Vida. She's one of the royal family members. Her father adopted me, okay? So that means I got deep roots being in that family because I didn't know the culture, the languages, I didn't know the game, I didn't know how to determine whether she was sincere or not. Every single sister that act like she wanted to be with me, I would take her to Vida. Vida knew all the languages. She's an indigenous Ghanaian, grew up, know everything, everybody. Vida lived over there by Radio Gold, down in Accra. Vida Amwa had the biggest African garment manufacturing company in West Africa. That's who she was. She's the one that sold that piece for Stevie Wonder and several other stars. Stevie Wonder has a garment that I don't know if y'all remember. It's an African garment with a whole lot of colors on it. Vida Umwa designed and made that for her. That's how big she is. So anyway, that's my sister Vida, right? So I take the girl over to Vida house, and I tell Vida that she interested in being with me, but I want you to let me know should I pursue this or not. So we all sit down, and Vida talk with her in the language that the sister, and she asked all the key questions to get to know. And so the sister, she can't fake it because Vida know, right? And then once she's finished talking with the sister and everything, me and the sister roll on. Vida ring me up, say, hey, you with the girl? I said, no. She said, you need to leave that one alone. I said, okay, no problem. Then I meet another one, same thing, take it to Vida. She said, that could be 50-50. Take another sister over there. Yeah, because they, girls, they want to, and they beautiful. They, woo, man, wow. It drop dead gorgeous. So anyway, Vida said this girl, she said, I don't know. You may have to, work with her and see where she really coming from. And so another sister I took, Linda, Vida said, yes, absolutely. She said everything about her is a go. Everything about her conversation, her intelligence, her tribe, her family, school she went, everything about Linda is a go. She said that'll be the one that you need to spend your time with. And she was. The other three sisters, I didn't put any energy on them, so I dealt with Linda. Now, once I told Vida I'm gonna deal with Linda, she said, now, Vida, she said, this is how you gonna know she absolutely serious. She said promiscuity and whoredom is looked down real hard here in Ghana. Whoredom, being whorish, being around a lot of men. She said the one thing the Ghanaian sister will not do is bring no man around the family that they are not serious about. I said, okay. She said, if Linda get to a point where she really is into you, she gonna want you to meet her family. She said at that point, she really now thinking about marriage. She said because in order to bring you to her family, she can't come up with another brother. She done changed her mind on you. She really got to, be there in that spirit, in that thoughts process with you. I said, really? She said, yeah. So anyway, me and Linda, we kicked it for a while, a few months, whatever. And then one day, Linda, she said, honey, what? She says, I want you to meet my family. I'm like, really? She said, yeah. I said, okay, cool. Now, I skipped something. The other girls that Vida said don't deal with, she said that's on you, how you weed that out. So the sister that she said was 50-50, she not sure. The other two definitely know, but the one she said she wasn't sure, and Linda, she said she was absolutely sure about Linda. The girl that she was 50-50 on, she said you had to weed that out, figure out how to weed that out on your own. So the next day we was riding somewhere in a taxi, and at the time I owned a car wash, Mushroom car, Covaceda, Mitsuyan. I owned a car wash at the time up here in Israel, so I was making decent money, and I had a pocket full of money in Ghana, So anyway, we was riding in the taxi, and we stopped at a traffic light there, and the brothers, they turned the cars off. See, this was before the white man started putting the automatic shut off in the cars. The brothers in Africa been doing that. When they come to a red light, boom, everybody turn the cars off. They've been doing that for years. And then the white man thought about it. He was down there and said, oh, then they put it in the car where you can automatically, the car turns off, and boom, they got that out of Africa. Okay, anyway, so we sitting there, it's quiet, and the girl, she got her arm around me and everything. She hugged up. And so I say, honey, I got something to tell you. She said, what's that, baby? I said, I'm broke. I done ran out of cash. I don't have no more money. That sister, she turned around, damn. And she put her elbow up on the window. She let go of me, and she was looking out the other window. I said, The next day I did Linda the same way. We riding in the taxi, me and Linda sitting there. She got her arm around my left arm. She's sitting on the left side of me. We stop at the traffic light. I said, baby, what? I got something to tell you. What? I done ran out of money. I don't have no more cash. She said, really? I said, yeah. She hugged me a little bit more tight and she said, honey, don't worry. We'll be all right. I said, Shazam, this her. You know what I'm saying? So we went to see her uncle. And they had a house right off the beach. I mean, look, when I say right off the beach, you cross the street, you're in the water. And so I had a pair of sandals on, some leather sandals, and we had to go down this little embankment and up the hill, and my foot slipped out in the sand. And one thing I hate is the grit to be on my floors and my shoes and toes. And so I put my foot back in the shoe. Linda saw me slip. And when I got up there, I asked Linda for some water. I actually was thirsty. And I said, baby, you got some water? I need some water. She said, okay. I didn't say to her to drink. And see, that's the thing you have to understand about dealing with these other cultures and speaking these other languages. American English is a bastard language. Meaning that you can say something in America and in English, you can say something in English. Being born in America, that ain't what you mean. You understand? Like when I said, Linda, do you have some water? I said, baby, I need some water. Well, she had just saw my foot slip out the sandal, my right foot, into the sand. And I put my foot in there and I was kind of walking uncomfortable. And so I asked Linda, sweetie, do you have some water? It was hot. I was thirsty. I wanted some water to drink. But what happened when she came, she had a bucket and a cup. And she said, come on. She grabbed my hand and we walked out over there to the edge of the concrete. And she took the water and started pouring it on my feet. She took my foot out the shoe. She poured it on my foot. She washed my foot all off and everything. Then she took the sandal, rinsed it, washed it, and put my foot in there. She said, okay, you okay now, honey? And when she was bent down there, I almost lost my balance and I had to grab her on the back to keep my balance. And so I put my hand on it, and when I touched her, the spirit said, this is your wife. I said, damn. You see that? So then when she finished with the foot, I said, baby, do you have some water to drink? And so she turned around to one of the children, buddy over there, I said, sorry, eh? And then the girl, a few minutes, she come back, nice glass of cool, refreshing water. But she washed my foot off. You know, she grabbed, I wasn't intending on her to wash my foot off. I was going to do that myself. But she grabbed my hand and she said, come on. And we walked over there and she washed the foot. I'm like, Shazam. Now, we met the uncle, we met the family, and everybody, that was good. We had a great time. And so when we was riding back, she said, my uncle approve of you. I said, he do? Y'all, that's good. She said, he actually likes you. Really? She said, he likes your spirit. See, that's one thing a lot of knuckleheads in the West don't understand. They don't understand spirituality. A lot of people do. But see, you go to Africa, and believe it or not, a lot of African people call black folks in America Yankees. You know why? Because them Negroes go over there acting just like white people, with the same old dumb, arrogant kind of misunderstanding that Africans and stupid don't know nothing. They have this way, like when you out, they have a way of calling you. They don't scream out, yeah, whoa, they say, but they can do it like real loud, sound like a loudspeaker. I don't know how they do it. And so people will look around because they know somebody's calling somebody, right? And so they real spiritual. And the brothers say, he actually like you. I'm like, that's good. So the next thing now, I got to meet the mama and daddy. Oh, this the big deal here. Mom and pop. Before I do that, I called Vida. I said, Vida? She said, what? Linda said she want me to meet her mother and father. Vida just screamed, oh, she really loves you. Oh, that's good. Oh, so good, that's good. You found a wife. You found your wife. I'm like, Vida, I wasn't actually looking for a wife. She said, oh, don't worry. She loves it. She said, now, we must be wise. I said, what? She said, come here. And like, I'm in my house way over there. She said, and you know, like, come here, like I'm in the next room. So she sends her driver. See, Vida, y'all don't know, she's rich. She had 6 vehicles, drivers and everything. So she said, come here. I said, okay, I'm coming. And so I waited. The driver came. I didn't have to tell her to send the driver. She already knew that. But that was a conversation. She said, come here. I said, okay. I hung the phone up. About 30 minutes later, the brother pulls up, blowing the horn. Ta-da! I jump in, go to Vida. Sit down. She said, listen. This is very, very good, very good. She said, I'm going to show you how to approach the family inside the culture so you don't make a mistake. Because, you know, Ghanaian people are very, very culturally rich. And I don't want you to make a mistake dealing with the mother and father because it's very important. Okay, she said, you follow my instructions, you're going to be the king. I said, oh, wow, I'm be a king now. I said, but I was going to get married. I said, do I get married first or do I be the king? She said, don't worry, both. She said, I said, but Vida, I wasn't trying to get married. She said, it's okay. I said, but I was. She says, it's okay, don't worry. You know, Vida, she's indigenous Ghanaian. She's excited and everything, right? Okay, so anyway, she said, in Ghana, the sisters love lace material. She said, it's very expensive, very, very expensive, but they love lace. She said, what you do for the mother to win her over, you go with Linda to the market and you buy 5 meters of lace for the mother. I said, okay. And she say, you hand that to the mother when you get there. She said, you give that to the mother yourself. I said, okay. She said, now for the father, give him some money, but don't you give it to him. You put it in the envelope, however much money you want to give him, and you get that in the envelope to Linda, and Linda would give it to him. Because if you give him money, that's like embarrassing, like he's poor, begging. She said that would be an insult if you hand the father money. And it may be from the goodness of your heart, but you can't give it to him. Give it to Linda, and she'll pass it off to her father. I said, okay, cool. Next day, we did just that. Got the lace. And I went up in there, and all them girls was like, woo, you know, I got you American guy. Oh, you buying all this lace, you know. And the girl they was chopping up. Linda was all happy. They were cheesing, you know, getting all this lace, you know, something going on. And then, you know, they talking, well, but he got you. What they had you? They just happy and friendly. I said, I'm smiling too. I don't know what nobody's saying. But it just felt good, you know. It just felt good, man. So anyway, you get the lace, and we ride along, boogity. I said, baby, I want to give your father some money. She said, oh, that would be good. That would be good. That would be good. So I pulls out about $200-300 bills, and I slide them in the envelope. She said, oh my God, oh my father, he's going to heart attack. Oh my God, this much, honey, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'm sure. You know, I think that's about $300. She said, oh my God, my father, we're going to bury him. I said, wait a minute. Why you going to bury that? He said, going to have a heart attack. $300? $300 US bill. I said, is it too much, baby? She said, I don't know if he'll be able to take it. But you give it to him. She said, oh, I will. Oh my God. She said, oh Lord, oh my God. $300. I'm about to be a superhero or either kill her father and be a murderer. She said, he's going to die at $300. This guy was funny, man. It's so funny. So anyway, we get to the house, kaboom. We go in and we get there and the time is like night. It's like going into the evening. The sun is close to setting. So she calls them and tell them where we at, how long we're going to be there. So when we get there, everybody's outside. Moms is outside chilling on the porch. The children, everybody was waiting for Linda to show up with her guy. All right, so Pop's there. So when we walk up, everybody get it talking, oh, be there, you there, whatever, yeah, it was talking, that was nice, man. It sounds good, you know. And, shoot, Mom is sitting there, big old smile on her face. So I pulled the lace out the bag, and I said, Mama, that's all I can say, Mama, you know. Madasi is like welcome. And so I lays it on her lap. She, she get to hollering. She holding her heart. She just laughing and leaning forward and a big old smile. I'm like, Shazam, that's all? And she just having a ball. All during that time, I noticed Linda and Pop ease in the house. When all that excitement going on about the lace and all the other girls, the younger daughters, and they looking at mom's lace, and everybody got around mom and the lace, I take a few steps back and let them just get at it. And then I happen to notice Pop going in the house. So him and Linda go up in the house. I figure, okay, she finna break them off. So they stay in there a couple minutes. Pop comes out with this glass of juice. He say, for you. I get the juice. That juice was so good. Oh man, let me tell you something. You know what it was? It was pineapple juice. Fresh squoze, cool, delicious organic pineapple juice. I think Linda may have told him that, the set son. I don't know. But she knew that at the restaurant, that pineapple juice they gave me, that business was so good. When we went shopping, that pineapple, see, y'all ain't never taste. If you ain't never been to Africa, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. Because the indigenous food, see, the white man, I'm telling y'all got to hurry up and get there because this white man is busting it up. They had indigenous African grown food and that genetically engineered stuff. I mean, this guy's evil, man. You know what, y'all, do you know that real oranges are not orange? Real oranges are green on the outside and white on the inside. You only know that in Africa. If you ain't never been there, shut up. Them oranges that you eating on the shelf, orange, that's engineered. That is not real oranges. Real bananas are not big as hell, Chiquita banana and all that yellow stuff. They green. They call them finger bananas in Ghana. And they sweet as sugar. It's so much taste. Look, I'm gonna tell you, the very, very first time I had a piece of pineapple at the market, and I tell the sister I want this pineapple. You can't pick a bad indigenous pineapple. They're all good, right? That black dirt they growing on. And so the sister, she had this machete. I mean, she pulls it out, and I see it sound like something in a movie. Yeek! It comes out. And I'm looking like, the hell is she finna do with that big blade? She takes this machete, and she whacked that pineapple. And you know them black little pits? She get right under the pit and leave all this meat. And she hit it, whack, whack, whack. Flipping on the side, bam, off the bottom, flipping on the top, whoop, in the top, boom. And she take it and lay it on the side, pop, 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 turn it the other way, pop, 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 and slide it off into a plastic bag and hand it to me. I'm standing there, damn. She did that with a machete. Man, please. Y'all, okay, you don't know what a machete is? That's the biggest, longest knife, whatever. Like a daggone samurai sword. She cut that pineapple up with precision, laser precision. All right. So she handed it to me. She's smiling. Big old pretty teeth, smiling. And I get the piece out of the bag. It's juicy. And I pop it in my mouth and bite down on it. And let me tell you something. The pineapple flavor was 1,000 times stronger than any pineapple I ever ate in America. And the juice was so sweet, I got dizzy. I'm standing there and I leaned up against the table. If the table wasn't there, I would have fell down. Yeah, I got real dizzy, man. I'm like, Shazam. That pineapple, woo-wee. So every day, pineapple and those bananas, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't get there during mango season that trip. And so anyway, Pop come out the house with a nice, cool, refreshing glass of pineapple juice. And I looked at him and I tasted. I said, oh, snap. And then I looked at Linda, she just smiling. Oh, Big Daddy was a big hit, boy. At that point, Gunner was mine. Yo. Boy, we partied and we partied and we partied. Hey, I'm going to tell you one thing and I'm going to let you go. At the only time, and I know you all not going to be able to relate to this, but the only time in my life that I ever felt at home and comfortable was when I was in Ghana, West Africa. And I lived in Ghana, Nigeria, Benin, Togo, You understand? I was all up and down the west coast of Africa, all over there. But I based in Ghana, and I was everywhere. And I ain't get up to the Ivory Coast. They speak French up there, Francophone. But the only time I absolutely felt real, at home and in place was when I was there in Ghana, West Africa. It's a feeling that I can't describe in words that you have when you go home. In America, you never have that feeling because you never feel at home, and you all don't know. Even if you bought a mansion and you up in there, that you don't get it living in a mansion. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about, being in an area that absolutely, really is yours. Okay? That ain't you can't describe that, that feeling. But anyway, it was so many incredible things that I experienced living in Africa. So many stories, I remember one time I was staying at this house, this beach house. Let me think where I was at. Well, I was in we was doing the Panafest shows, so the house I took was in where's where's Elmina Slave Dungeon? It's in Cape Coast. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's it, Cape Coast. I took this house on the beach over there on Cape Coast. I guess y'all know by now I love the beach, right? So we're in this house on Cape Coast, and we didn't have an iron with us. But the house up the street next to us had an iron. The sister said you can go over there and use their iron. So one morning I went out and I was getting ready and I needed to iron my clothes. So the sister suggested to go to the people's house next door. So I went out and started walking up the road. And this beautiful, delicious chocolate, very, very shapely sister was walking down the street toward me. All she had on was like a bikini top, and a beautiful thin piece of material tied around her waist and hooked over on her left side. And every time, in a pair of flip-flops, and every time she took a step, that her left thigh showed out through the garment, and you could tell that she had on a swimsuit. And so as she was walking down the hill toward me, I'm looking up at her, and I'm a man. I'm 100% organic man. I ain't trying to change that whatsoever. I want, And so I'm looking at this beautiful, sexy, dark, delicious, chocolate, luscious queen coming my way, and all the 100% organic man is coming up out of me, and ain't no way in the world this sister gonna walk past me and I don't try to say something to her. And as she got close to me, I said, "Good morning, how are you doing?" And she spoke. She said, "I'm fine, how are you?" I said, "I'm great." I said, "Where are you going?" She said, "Oh, I'm going there to the beach." I said, "Oh, that's good." She said, "Are you coming?" And I stopped, I looked, I said, "I really want to." She said, "Why not?" I said, "Because I have to go to the Panafest. I'm the sound engineer over there." She said, I said, "But I really would love to get to know you." She said, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay." I said, wow. So how would I contact you or see you again?" She said, "Oh, I don't have a phone." She said, "Where do you live?" I said, "I'm living here." "Oh, good." She said, "When can I come?" I'm like, "Tomorrow, 8 o'clock in the morning." She said, "Fine, I'm coming," and just walked off. And I went on, ironed my clothes, went to the Fanafest, did what I had to do, stayed up about 3 in the morning, got home at 4, zonked out. Brother waking me up. "Hey, bro, wake up, wake up." "What?" He said, "Blessing is here for you." I'm like, "What?" I said, "Dude, what the hell are you talking about? Blessing is here for me." I said, "What are you talking about?" You know, and I'm thinking the brother getting spiritual or something. Like, what do you mean a blessing is here for me? What you talking about, dude? He said, you need to come. A blessing is here for you. What? He said, man, get up. A blessing is here for you. So I got up, went downstairs. He said, it's out there on the porch. What? He said, your blessing is on the porch. And so I go out there, kaboom, that is sister sitting on the porch. I'm like, I look around and say, hey, what time is it? They said 8:05. How long she been here? About 10 minutes. So I go out there, hey, good morning. I forgot she told my name was Blessing. She sit down, she said, good morning. I hope I didn't disturb you. I said, oh, no. Oh, man, the rest was history. So, listen, all that crap y'all talking, man, about these women in these other countries, shut up. Yeah, they want money, and so do you. Yeah, they want an improvement in life. So do you. So what's the big deal? Yeah, they hustling. Not all of them. So are you, and not all of y'all. So I'm just trying to show you a little bit of tidbit. I got some more. I got a bunch of more. And I got stories here in Israel I can share with you about these other cultures and languages and stuff. Amon Jordan over there with the what they call the Jordanian silk, the garments and everything. Yeah, I can tell you all of that. Egypt, y'all ain't been to Egypt. I can tell you a story about Egypt. So don't be out here bumping your gum, lying, talking shit about a place you ain't never been out of America and you don't know. And again, I'm gonna end this by saying, have you heard of a bunch of those brothers leaving out of them countries, going back to America? No. Then obviously, what y'all talking about can't be what it is. Because I guarantee you, these other nations don't muck around like you Americans do. Why? You get in up on these women and get to acting crazy, you're going to have the whole damn, I'm telling you, it ain't going to be good for you. So obviously, these brothers is doing real good because ain't none coming back in body bags. And that's what they do. You see these guys, the boy that was here just a moment ago, these are Muslims. These niggas don't mess around. You get bucked with they women and see how many parts you get chopped up. And guess what? Israelis don't even bother them. Out there in their community, them Bedouins out there where they live at, they live their life according to what they want. I remember one time back in the day, years ago, down south, these two Bedouin families got at each other. They was having some kind of war down there, fight between each other. And do you know the Israeli police didn't even go up in there and try to deal with it? No, so Reebok, because it was family. It's thousands of them. And these jokers get like driver ants. Oh man, y'all ain't never been to Africa. You don't know about driver ants. Killer bees. You know what I'm saying? They said let them hash it out on their own. And eventually they got to the end of it because they got seniors that won stuff. They got order. They got matriarchy and all that. So once they finally did whatever they wanted to do, it calmed down and life as usual. You know what I'm saying? So over here, you can't deal with a dude, sister, like you do in America, jack up and do all this kind of stuff, and then you tell some lies and go back home. Hell no. They don't have them kind of court system like that. You know what I'm saying? The people is the judge and the jury and the executioner. And everybody know your butt. Everybody know you. So you can't get no Johnny Cochran, a high-powered lawyer, to get your ass off the hook if mess around these other countries. You know what I'm saying? The girls got brothers, they got fathers and uncles and cousins. That ain't nothing but a phone call. Shit, that's all that is. That's a phone call. Just like down in Mexico, if y'all don't know, when they went to get El Chapo's son, that boy made one phone call and all hell broke loose and war started in that country. They had to let him go. Yes, sir, damn Reebob, they did. These niggas went up on the military, whooped their ass, and told them what they did. This is what they did. They started blowing up shit everywhere, even in America. Y'all didn't know they had the Mexican cartel hovering and living in America. That boy made one phone call and shit started blowing up in America and all across Mexico. And they knew exactly who was doing it. The cartel, they said, if you don't let him go, you won't have no country. What they do, they send that boy back unharmed. Say, you would like a glass of water, sir? Let him go. So, yes, so Reebob. See, I kid you not. Go check the record. El Chapo's son, trying to arrest him. Huh? So anyway, I told y'all a little tidbit. Them brothers ain't coming back. And you don't see no men flying into America to scoop up those modern American women. It's just like you sitting here listening to me. I'm over here in sunny Israel today, January 17, 27, or whatever the date is. And I'm sitting out here chilling like a villain. Them brothers ain't coming back. They're gone. The only recourse you got, sisters, is to shut up, relax, and try to figure out what these men want. You need to sit down and talk to them and just ask them what they want. That's it. First of all, they want you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I dated the girl Filipino 5 years, but she can't replace her sister. You think she can do what Janice could do? No. Oh, she cook, clean, and do the sex and everything, hair to hair, but she can't be no Janice. So there's a difference. We want y'all chocolate queens, but the way y'all be coming off, man, hollering and screaming and making demand, talking about 6 figures. Damn right, I took care of Pearl, got everything she needed, and she never had to raise her voice one time. Not one time did she ever raise her voice for nothing. I was always willing to give it to her. And see, that's the thing y'all sisters got to figure out. If you shut up and start being sweet, these brothers will move down mountains for you. It's just that simple. Now, how this Filipino girl gonna sit up there and say all these beautiful attributes about your man, and you ain't got nothing good to say? Huh? These women in other nations is happy as a sis in a boys club, doing all this and happy with these black loving men. What's your problem? Nubian King said it because I love you, the channel of intellects. I say this because I love you and I want you to think. You understand? All you gotta do is think. I said this because I love you and I love you from the basement of my heart to the attic of my mind. I love you 24/7. That means I love your butt all the time. Go do something intelligent. Shalom.